Drop dubs, hit routes, so yeah, we on the move. From the paint to the pocket, got nothing to prove. Precision in the pass, rhythm in the run. Every play, every day, till the work is done. Yeah. Step on the field, I'm reading the D. Eyes wide open, ain't fooling me. Pump fake side step, I'm breaking the press from baseline to sideline. I'm bringing my best, snap back, quick glance. I'm calling the play, hoop dreams and touchdowns. I'm making my way, no look behind the back. Fred in the scene, every angle, every shout. I'm chasing the dream. Drop times, hit routes in the deep, no doubt. From the field to the hardwood, hear the crowd shout. Pass it, dish it, through traffic. We find.
What's up, everybody? Appreciate you for tuning in to another edition of Passion and Precision. You already know we got a lot to talk about, but up above me have the co-hosts. So upper left, we have unhinged J-Dub. Jory, how you doing?
I'm all right. I got a lot to talk about because folks been pushing me off this week.
What's up, Ando?
Ando, we gotta tune in your inner ratchet.
Right.
Right. Because it's going to get a little hot.
Over here we bring the inner ratchet.
Yeah. You know, that's normal here. Above me, upper right, got Key. It's me. What's going on, Key? How you doing?
Yo, y'all. What is up? It's like you said, it is me. I am here. I'm always in the building. What's going on? Let's get it. We got some good stuff tonight. I mean, always we do, but you know, every Friday we try to turn it up a notch.
Exactly. That's what we do.
Please.
So Ando's already ready. Ready for Jory to talk about Ja. Well, Ando, you don't gotta wait too long, because that's where we're starting. Ja Morant is, when we talk about channeling inner ratchet, Ja Morant is channeling his inner Jimmy Butler. Because remember, Jimmy Butler was in Miami, wasn't happy. He was out there kind of going 50%, clearly bringing attention to himself, and then he got moved. Ja now is unhappy in Memphis. He's doing his press conferences. Everything they ask him, he's like, go ask the coaches. You know, he's getting minutes. Like he's playing minutes. He's coming off the suspension though. But looking at the Ja situation, I know you guys will have a lot of thoughts on it. But my question is, you know, how does it end? Do you see Ja going anywhere? And if you were a team out there, what would you give up for a guy like Ja? Like, how do you view him in today's NBA as a point guard? You have him top 5, top 10, 15, 20, or even lower. So the people want to hear you. Jordan, I'm going to let you go first. Have at it.
This is what you get when you get an entitled little brat with the emotional intelligence of a 15-year-old. You have 40 million reasons to perk up a little bit. And you're unhappy about minutes. And now you done lost your joy playing basketball because dude likes to stick to a straight minutes restriction. He does need to be a little lax about that. I do agree about that. When somebody has a hot hand, stick with them. Don't pull them.
Mm-hmm.
But come on now. To quit on the court and then get off, don't ask the coaches. Ask the coaches. That is such bratty behavior. And I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. That team has stuck for you, stuck by you through when you were going through it. Your teammates had your back, even though some of them aren't there anymore. Your ass out here just quitting on them. just running half-ass effort, no sense of urgency, just doing whatever. Have to. But then again, when you have the emotional maturity of a gnat, and that's me putting it nicely, you don't think about things like that. He's being selfish right now. At the same time, have show some respect for your teammates. You disrespectful little brat. Ask the coaches. No, they're asking you for a reason. I can't stand when these people start deflecting from people asking a question. Cut all that out. Like, cut it out. I said I was being nice.
Okay, so do you view Ja as, I don't want to do the top 5, top 10. So if you were, okay, let's take your Lakers because you are a Lakers fan. If Memphis called up and said Ja Morant was available, would you want the
No,
Lakers to go get him?
absolutely not. I don't want him in my locker room. They failed him where they didn't get him a suitable veteran. Or he had one, and Dylan Brooks was more big of an impact to that team than people like to give the man credit for.
Okay.
Think about it. Once they traded him, it really started to fall apart.
That's true.
Man, of some credit, but and what is Steven Adams gonna do? Nothing.
I mean, look, part of it is they didn't have really any veteran leadership. Like they were a young group that was trying to do kind of the Golden State thing, grow, develop together, and I guess from that a leader was supposed to emerge. We saw they shipped out Bane to Orlando. It's now Morant and Jaren Jackson. It seems like it'll be just Jaren Jackson here pretty shortly. But Key, going to you, is Ja still a star in this league? Because I feel like we can't ask about superstar because he's not. But is he still a star in this league and a guy that teams should, I guess, knock down Memphis' door to go get?
Not with I don't know. Like when he first came out, Ja was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
He had this I didn't care mentality. He wanted to play. Um, he wanted to play. He had that fight, that dog, everything. So now I don't know. He got his dad in his ear. Um, everything. But no, I don't even think he's a top 10 anymore. He got to at least be 15, 20 now.
And you know what whatever the dad is telling him is is a heap of hot garbage.
Yeah.
It's nothing but self-enabling, self-entitling behavior and being that too good of a person in his ear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Anthony says that Ja's the new AB of the NBA.
He ain't that messed up yet.
Right. I mean, AB has a whole set of problems that, trust me, his name will come up later on in the show. So last thing on Ja Morant, I guess, moving on. In Memphis, I should say. So they started kind of the tear down with Bane. Like I said, Ja's probably next. Should they just go ahead and move Jaren Jackson as well? Or do you think Jaren Jackson could be the lead guy for the next wave of the Memphis Grizzlies?
They just paid Jackson, so he's gonna have to be the one.
That is true. So I guess I'll phrase it differently. Can Jaren Jackson lead the Grizzlies to where Ja Morant couldn't take them? Do you trust Jaren Jackson to do that?
Absolutely not. I trust my dog in the same vicinity as a piece of chicken more than I trust him to be consistent.
Okay. What about you, Key? How much faith you putting into Jaren Jackson?
If Jaren Jackson stays healthy, like no, I believe he could be good. But you putting out now, if Ja's not playing right, you putting all this pressure on Jaren Jackson. So you already know he plays great defense. He's a good second scorer to someone, to a Batman. He's a Robin. But you can't put all this pressure on Jaren Jackson and expect him to at least try to carry the team when that's supposed to be him and Ja together. So y'all gonna wear Jaren Jackson out.
Excuse me. Can't stand stupid ass basketball. And I'm watching the Spurs Rockets game, and this man just chucked up the most ridiculous air ball. I don't know what his name is, but it was stupid as hell. And I'm gonna need him to not do that again.
I mean, look, stupid threes are a pandemic in the NBA. I did think of one last follow up. Because we can't just put this on Ja Morant. I feel like Memphis needs to be held somewhat accountable for this.
Yes.
So looking at this dysfunctional relationship between the two, we're going to do the blame pie thing, I guess. What percentage do you put on Ja? What percentage on the Memphis Grizzlies for this not working?
65-45?
Okay.
65-35.
65-35.
65 Ja, 35 Memphis.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit higher on, in my opinion, the organization. So I get it. Ja is y'all superstar, y'all guy, but he hasn't been. He's been in the doing his shenanigans on live, doing his shenanigans with the gun. Then he want to say, "Oh, talk to the coach." Like, where's your accountability? I teach this to the 8-year-olds. Hold yourself accountable. Hold your teammates accountable. Where is the accountability here? That's on Memphis for not trying to move him.
Mm-hmm.
You could have easily got some value for him, trying to move him if he was a problem child, problem superstar, problem person. Get him out of here and get somebody in here who's going to help this team or go in a full rebuild, because this is pretty much what you're going to get. Ja, perfect spot would be Miami because it could be his own team. Nobody in Miami has an identity.
I don't trust Ja in Miami at the hell all.
Plus, I view Miami as like Bam's team.
Miami is the last place that I would want to trust Ja Morant. Last.
Okay. I mean,
You are getting in trouble in Memphis.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where you necessarily could send him that he would be happy. Because he's talking about, needing to find his joy. Which maybe Ja Morant needs to figure that out first. What is it that makes him happy? And if it's just winning, fine. But it's like, what's up, Mo? I kind of agree with this. I couldn't see Pat Riley dealing with him.
Exactly.
Well, the only other place where superstars, players get dumped in Utah.
We know he wouldn't be.
Send him to Toronto.
Send him to Brooklyn. Let him suffer with the Michael Porter Jr. curse. with that airhead.
Ooh, I ain't think about Britain.
Maybe he'll actually realize that he needs to be a normal person by being teamed up with Michael Porter Jr. Maybe that'll be good for character development.
Okay.
I want to see that happen, by the way.
Like I said, I feel like we all know that eventually this partnership will end. It'll just be a matter of where he goes. Anthony says send him to the Suns. Sure, him and Jalen Green. I'm sure that would be a lot of fun.
Boy, can you imagine that?
Hey. Well, he'd have Devin Booker.
There's only one ball.
Hey, that would be who's the coach in Phoenix now? No, it'd be Phoenix's problem. Mo says Scotty Barnes and Morant could work.
I see that.
Yeah.
I said Toronto.
You did say that Toronto might be the place. Now, will Toronto go and do it? We'll have to see. But all right, so we're going to kick off the NBA talk, talking about John Morant. But now we're going to get into. All right, let me switch this up. All right, so the Hardwood Hierarchy.
That jacked up that crap.
Who?
It was Tari Eason that jacked up that ass 3.
Hey, Houston. I saw them play the Celtics like last week or something. They're intriguing with the lineups they threw out there.
It's ridiculous, by the way. I'm watching it on Prime. This court is ugly. Ugly. It's
Look, the NBA.
It's great.
The NBA Cup. You kind of get what you get with it. It's hit or miss with the courts.
Am I in the 1920s? Am I in the 1920s looking at this gray ass court?
Oh, that's right. It's the Cup. Who court are you watching?
San Antonio.
Spurs court.
Oh yeah.
The courts are.
I'm telling you, the best court is Indy.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, Mo. This is Jory's station. So normally, we would do a tier list, we'd have it filled out, and then talk through it. This one we're gonna do in real time. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully you all appreciate it. So we'll just run through these teams and love your input as well on where they should go. So if you can't see the categories, at the bottom we have Tank Alert, which speaks for itself. Those are the teams that are going nowhere. Up above that, we have air balls and excuses. So
that's the best category.
But they're not that good. Then you get Fool's Gold, which that's kind of your average teams who, Anthony's already throwing Clippers in the Fool's Gold. Okay, we'll see when we get there. I do like that they're bringing back the Larry O'Brien trophy on the court yes. Yeah. That was a change that I didn't think was going to, create so much backlash. But, yeah, people hated that change. Then the better teams, you have Mid-Range Mafia, which are your teams that are probably on the cusp of being a championship-level team because the banner vision, those are the teams that have their sights on late June, hoisting that Larry O'Brien. So I already know some of these might come in oversized, but I'll fix that as we go along. So we'll just start right here. Jory's talked about the court. Looks like 1920s. San Antonio. Where do we put them? You got Wemby. You have that young cast with, I think De'Aaron Fox is supposed to make his season debut soon. You have Castle. You have, a few others, but they're a good young group. A lot of expectations this year. Where should we put the San Antonio Spurs? Like I said, chat, let us know where you feel they should land as well. Like, I don't think banner vision might be a little bit premature.
Right.
Air balls and excuses is a little extreme.
Yes. So Fool's Gold, mid-range Mafia. How we feeling?
So Fool's Gold is kind of like in that middle tier, like you almost there, not quite yet. Am I right? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's
Yes.
where I put them.
I would
Yeah.
put him there.
Fool's Gold.
Yep.
Okay. Kings, Hornets, Jazz, Suns, Clippers all belong in Tank Alert. The Wizards, Mavs, Blazers, and Pelicans. Okay, look, Mo, we'll probably agree with you on a lot of those. But that's a long list. All right, so Fool's Gold. There we go. Put the Spurs right there. All right, we're off and running. All right, so the Pelicans. This was Mo's team for Tank Alert. I feel like,
Right.
yeah, I feel like we can all agree with that.
Yeah, that's
He
take a
gets
look.
fired after 3 weeks, and it's a 7 to 10 day thing with his injury. It don't end, bro. And I bet you by the end of them 5 days, he's gonna be out some more.
Mm-hmm. Man, dropped all that weight. Still ain't playing games. I don't know. I
Didn't
mean,
doesn't matter.
he's
His
played,
hand took the shot.
he's played a few, but the Pelicans, yeah, they're still nowhere closer.
Yeah, that's take a look.
Yeah, they're nowhere closer to where to contending where they were when they drafted Zion. So yeah, team we just talked about as well, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Air
You Jake and
ball.
Tank too.
Oh,
Oh,
so Jory says airball. He says tank. I guess I'll break the tie. I think they have some decent young talent, but I do think between John and Triple J, they probably do need to tank and get some more talent in there. They have lost quite a few guys that probably could be helping them right now.
like Edie. Didn't I say he wasn't gonna stay healthy?
It's always tough with big men. It's for whatever reason, you get ones that are durable to some extent, and then some it's just a constant worry about them. All right, the Rockets. They get KD. Everybody has him as a potential champion. Do we put him up banner vision or mid-range mafia?
They mid range.
Okay.
Because the way they playing right now is a load of horse crap.
All right.
How do you break that? And what
I
the
agree,
hell
Mo.
is that?
Well, I could see that. If you move Ja, you might as well move Jackson and completely start over.
Yeah, if you start over, they're definitely gonna and then the coach and the organization have to give them time
Yes.
to develop. You can't be a one and done like, oh no, they're gonna have to know
What's up, Gene?
this is a rebuild mode. You in it or not?
Yep.
So I
What's
mean,
up?
tickets already $2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dallas. Cooper Flag hasn't had the impact so far early on, but he's obviously still coming along. AD looks, I mean, Joey's said before, AD's a little fluffy. Clay, I'm hearing more about Clay the past couple of days that he's
Clay might
actually
get
making noise
traded.
on the court. Like, I mean, my man Clay
Clay
went
has-
out, got
Clay
Meg the
has-
Stallion, and now his
He don't
game
give
is
a damn
gone.
Clay does not care anymore.
He's just living his best life right
I
now.
mean, right? He got Megan. He is chilling. He is loving. He ain't happy. He in love. He already got 4 rings. What more do you want? I think Trey. I think Clay gets traded.
He
Right.
just gotta come off the bench and drain a three occasionally. He don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And go home.
I'll
and
take
protect
I'll
his
take a
spaghetti.
Clay Thompson. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Drain
Mo
a
says
three.
move
Go home
AD
and
and Clay.
protect his spaghetti. That man.
Gene has to go back to see why we have the Spurs and Fool's Gold. So, Gene, I'll just give you the short version. We just feel like it's too soon to move them up. Like they're a team that I think next year could be really good. They may be really good this year. I don't know, but we don't want to be
As
too
of right
premature with them.
now, that's where
Yeah,
they stand.
we think they are like right because this is like as of right now today. Like we think they're trending the right way, but for right now we're just putting them there. And as Stephen A says, it's fluid. We'll definitely be coming back to this over the course of the season and moving these teams around.
First of all, he said excuse my language, his list fluid, but it got the same 5 teams on it every goddamn week.
I mean,
Yeah, be quiet.
So Dallas, where are we putting them? I mean, it seems like Dallas's plan is to wait for Kyrie Irving, who's supposed to magically fix all of this.
But when is Kyrie supposed to come back?
Uh, it would have to be probably like the second half of the year, probably.
Tank. Tank.
So Gene says 4 title contenders in the West: Nuggets, Thunder, Rockets, and Spurs. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I think outside of that would probably be a stretch. So putting them tank.
Tank. Yep. And the way these Rockets are playing, you know, Jeremy
Wait, we
so
putting Dallas in the tank mode? Oh my!
Yeah, I would probably put them airballs and excuses. I didn't. I mean,
Right. I don't think they need the tank.
where do you have them, Key?
Huh?
so
Where do you have them, Key?
Airball and excuses.
Okay. Right. I'm with you, Mo. It's like he's 33, coming off a major injury. I don't know what they should expect from Kyrie Irving.
Jeremy Sochan just got fouled and did a whole ass pirouette before hitting the ground.
He's a character. Between the hair and me wondering what he's doing on the court a lot of the times, it's an experience.
He didn't hit the way he hit you. You didn't need to do all the spinning. Like, what are we doing?
The Kings. It's Sabonis and Keegan Murray and guess the rest of the roster. I mean, they have DeRozan and Levine, obviously, but the light the beam days were short lived. They were fun while they were here. So, I mean,
Tank.
Key, what do you think?
Russ, I mean, y'all got old man Russ, but Russ putting up some numbers. They had a triple double the other night. Yeah, I
Jumped in
mean,
his bag the other night.
Russ been playing well, but how long can that hold up?
What is that going to do in the Western Conference?
Absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The Kings going to probably be another playing team.
I mean, at best, yeah.
Airballs and excuses. I don't want to say they tank. I think they're airball and excuses.
They probably should be active at the trade deadline. Move some of these pieces out. Kings stay in the lottery. They don't need to tank. They're losing for real. Right.
If they keep this up, they'll be in the tank alert soon.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up.
Phoenix Suns. Interesting offseason. They bring in Jalen Green. They have Devin Booker still. Outside of that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Phoenix. They're probably not going to be a top 6 team. They're going to be a playing team, obviously. But, I mean, Devin Booker is still a star in this league, and that's got to be good for something.
I guess just want to always. I guess Booker want to go down the Charles Barkley path. He chooses to stay in
Phoenix.
Phoenix. He chooses.
He must love the atmosphere, love the community.
And he knows how poorly run that organization is, and they have very much of a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
And he continues to stay there. So while I'm always going to scream free Booker, I don't necessarily feel bad for him.
That's true. I mean, look, maybe he thinks they're not as far off. Although Booker is.
He's
How
too
old is
damn
Booker?
smart for that. You
I
and
was gonna say,
I
how old
know.
is Booker at this point? Like, how many years does he want to waste in Phoenix at this point?
Can they still tank?
I mean, they probably should. At least they're not Bradley Beal anymore.
This is true. Poor Book. He should have left. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jory. You're Lakers.
Mafia.
Oh.
And I say that confidently.
Okay. Mo, I know you're a Lakers fan as well in the chat. I'd love to know what you think. All right, so Jory says mid-range. Key, where do you think?
Fool's gold.
Oh, okay. Crap, I gotta break this probably. Beal is the Clippers' problem now. Yeah, that's about that old team. I'll be interested to see where we get there. So for the Lakers, Reeves, I will admit, I was wrong on Reeves. I didn't necessarily think he was that good, but he's come along. Hachimura, okay. DeAndre Ayton, I don't know how to feel about him yet. I have no idea how to feel about him.
He needs to give me a good 10-game stretch.
Okay. That's fair. There are aspects of the team that I'm not necessarily high on.
Like the fact that Bronny's still on the roster.
Look, at this point, Bronny is playing the role of Thanasis in Milwaukee. Like he's there, but I'm not expecting much from him. I do think Laker depth is a bit of a question. Like you have LaRavia and guys like that. I just don't know who they are.
We can put them in fool's gold.
I mean,
I'll back up off of it this time.
I'm just saying it's.
But the
Look, I
Lakers
think the start
beat the Spurs with no Burton, with no Reeves,
that's most
and
points.
no LeBron.
Yeah.
And when they didn't have Luka or Reeves, Rory went off.
I think. Well, my thing is, how does this group deal with LeBron coming back? Because we know he's going to take opportunities away from somebody. Who is that?
Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm. At that point, you're probably doing well. Because look, Marcus Smart, I'm telling y'all, some nights you're going to love him. Other nights you're going to want to punch your TV watching him.
I know, but the Lakers have looked really good so far.
Absolutely. I'm not taking that away from him. They have.
He was the tiebreaker, Kyle. You going Mafia?
I think because of my questioning the depth, I would go fool's gold.
I'd go fool's gold at this point. One thing about it is I thoroughly enjoyed watching JJ rip it to that referee because old Hot Pockets would have stood there and did nothing but look like a dumbass. And you know who I'm talking about when I say old Hot Pockets.
Mm-hmm. So Gene's whole thing is that the Spurs and the Lakers should be linked. So he thinks the Lakers are mid-range, but that means the Spurs should be there too. So we'll play it out.
My Jeremy Sochan hatred is the main reason why the Spurs are where they are.
Well, we'll play it out, and then if we have to move any teams around, we'll do that. So Gene, we'll keep it in our back pocket, potentially moving those two. Clippers.
Oh God.
Hank.
That's the old man nursing home group.
Dinosaur game.
What's up, Topper?
Air balls and excuses.
I mean,
Kawhi's always hurt. You don't know when he's gonna play. Harden is got KD Perry syndrome. He hot and cold sometimes. He not. Bradley Beal, he's supposed to have this revenge game, and he only scored 5 points. Are we really doing this? And you got CP3 over there. Zubac's the only bright spot. The only bright spot.
Free Zubac. I want him. Send him across town. Shoot. Take Bronny and a bag of chips.
Like, the weird thing is, because of like the potential with their roster, like if they made the playoffs, they might be tough in the first round.
Potential to do what? Break a leg?
I'm just saying, if they get the right matchup, they might come out of the first round. I wouldn't pick them to go on a deep run because they're just too old to hold up. And I mean, I'm not trying to make some argument for them to be any higher than probably air balls and excuses, because I just hate the age of that team. If there's ever a team that needs to go pluck some young talent from like Utah that's like, 3 rows deep in it, like, please do that. But then with this like 35 and older team, like it's the YMCA, like what?
They play in the men's league, 35 and older.
Right.
And then you got Bradley Beal.
Who's supposed to be like the young guy, and he's like 32.
Who knows? If he's going to play.
That.
I agree with that, Mo.
Yes.
So does that mean that the Kings should be in tank alert like I thought they should?
I think it's okay to have. I mean, obviously, if I was ranking them within the tiers, I'd put the Clippers ahead of them. I'm just putting them in as we go down the line. Like you'd feel more optimism about the Clippers getting out of there than the Kings, because the Kings right now seem to be stuck in neutral until DeRozan and Levine are gone. Bradley Beal's washed. Well,
like laundry.
Like I said, we'll do some tinkering. Golden State, another team that's kind of old too.
Fool's gold.
At least they got Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler.
If you're going and Draymond ass finna get cussed out. I'm letting y'all know this right now. Fool's gold.
So now we put Golden State in Fool's Gold. We might have to do with Jeans, because I don't know if I would put them in the same category with the Spurs and the Lakers.
Yeah, so put them in Fool's Gold and move the Spurs and Lakers up.
All right. You all right? Well, with that key?
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, it's fluid. Or doing this on the fly. Warriors are your dark horse. Okay. I feel like if they went on a run, yeah, they could have an extended run because of the guys that they have. I just think right now, we'll leave them there. I mean, Utah, they're the epitome of tanking, because all Danny Ainge wants to do is just accumulate assets and then try to make one big move. So they're the one team that's probably happy to be tank alert.
Oh, the Jazz? Oh, Lord. That's where players go to, dump contracts, and Danny Ainge over there fleecing folks.
Mm-hmm.
You can put them in tank.
As I'm saying, Danny's just waiting for his time to go after somebody. I don't know who, but somebody.
We've been waiting on him to do that for the past 5 seasons.
This is what he does, though. He waits for that moment, and some name becomes available. He tries to strike. I mean, I still think Lauri Markkanen's pretty good, but like Markkanen is not he's not a guy who could be a number one on a championship team. So Danny's thing is he has to find somebody to be a running mate with him. And they do have some young talent. Like I like Keontae George. He's really good with them. and maybe he's somebody who turns out to be part of their future. That's also a problem. They got to do it through the draft. All right. The Trailblazers. Hmm?
They got a lot going on.
They do. I feel like they're a team that's gone through a bit of a tank, and they're now. I thought they're now somewhat coming out of it. They have Scoot Henderson. Drew Holiday's actually balling for them. There is that.
Airball?
I'm kind of willing to put them there. I mean,
Not the Feds hanging around the house, not around the court side. No, they tank.
all right. So you have Tank, Jory. Where do you have them?
They got too much going on. Tank.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know if he will. I don't know if Scoot Henderson is that kind.
I haven't heard that. Yo, it's not like he fell off the face of the earth.
Oh,
You haven't heard nobody say Scoot Henderson. You still hear Brandon Miller and those guys. What is he? Is he still alive? Is he hurt?
you just mentioned a ghost topper.
He just irrelevant. Okay.
I mean, look, they want him to be something that he hasn't shown he could be. I think the biggest thing with him is, can he get a consistent jumper? That's the biggest thing for him. If he can, I still don't know if he could be a superstar, but a star maybe. But I agree. When they were talking about Scoot Henderson getting drafted, he's with the G League, Ignite, or whatever. You heard a lot about him. He's coming to the league. Part of it is he's in Portland. So for those of us on the East Coast, not watching a lot of Blazers games.
Absolutely not, because I refuse. I refuse to go to bed at 1 o'clock to watch the Portland.
They can stop waiting on Scoot. I'm kind of leaning towards that, Mo. I just don't think he has superstar in him. All right, so we have some good teams coming up here, which I think will probably be very easy to place them. The Thunder, clearly banner vision. No, he's not there. The Wolves. Rudy Gobert, and
I'm not feeling Rudy Gobert right now.
I can't. Y'all already know how my hatred is towards Gobert. They ain't going French fry.
Are they mid-range mafia?
I mean, okay, so we got kids. What the hell? Do you see? Even Blue got something to say about Minnesota.
Yeah.
You got Ant.
Mm-hmm.
Randall came along in the playoffs.
Okay.
Of course, Gobert is Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
Were you hush? I mean, they did get to the finals.
True.
I still think you put him in mid range.
Okay. He's mid range. Where do you have him, Jory?
I'll put him in mid range. Hey.
Okay.
I don't think Bella agrees, but
right. Nuggets. I mean, you got Jokic. I feel like safe to put him banner.
Yeah, safe to put him banner.
Okay.
Banner.
All right, the Wizards.
Oh, that's Tank.
Yeah,
Tank. Right. Right.
Bella's not feeling the Wizards. The Magic. If y'all listen to On the Ball, Brett and I were all about the Magic. They've had a slow start, but they do have talent there.
Until they can get it together, fool's gold.
Yes,
I agree with that.
I'm fine with that.
I know you agree too. Now stop that.
The Heat.
Airballs and excuses.
Okay.
I think it's time to move. It's time to move Bam. You have to.
Would you stop at Bam? Would you go Hero?
So what? Blow up Miami?
I mean, I'm fine with
But
airballs and
for
excuses.
the both of them, and then we just gonna say tank alert at that point.
I just want to know where you were at with the Heat. Because I mean, Bam's okay. I feel like if Bam was your number 3 or 4, you're probably a good team. If he's the guy that you're expecting to be like your number 1 or 2, yeah, you're kind of just a playing team to me. I know Heat culture, whatever, but nah. Just move Bam.
Culture is overrated.
Well, hey, you're preaching to the choir. The Hornets.
Tank.
Wait. I don't know if they're Tank. They might. I'm gonna put them in the airballs and excuses. I mean, they did get the guys from Duke. They did get Knuble. You know, you still got Brandon Miller, Melo. He's good if he can stay healthy. They still good in young squad. I don't put them at Tank just yet. I think they're at airballs and excuses. Spoelstra overrated. Who said that?
I think Top is asking the question.
Oh, I think he's a very good coach. I don't think he's overrated. He's underrated.
He's Mr. USA coach now. He's taking over for Steve Kerr.
So
I don't know if I would say Spoelstra's overrated. My whole thing's been Heat culture definitely is overrated. I just think the group that he has right now, I can't expect him to win much with that team. So yeah, I wouldn't say he's overrated. All right, so the Hornets. Okay, so Jory said Tank. Key, you said
airballs and excuses.
I'll probably put him. I'll put him airball. It seems like they've been tanking. They have so much young talent. I think they're kind of getting to that point where they probably have to make some decisions on some of those young guys and maybe package some to get some veteran talent there. These young kids need help, especially John Morant. I'm telling you, but he might get tempted that IG Live on South Beach. The Hawks. Trae Young's out for 3 more weeks before he's going to be reevaluated.
Let's go.
So Trae, they get Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Hunter's over there.
No, Hunter's in Cleveland.
No, he left. I'm thinking about
they have Jalen Johnson.
That's what I'm thinking about. Jalen Johnson.
Reese Shea, the Kongwu, Porzingis. Yeah. So Jory's got fool's gold, which doesn't make my preseason prediction look any good because my stupid self said they might win 50 games this year.
Oh, definitely oversold on that because
I wanted to go bold. I wanted to show Atlanta that, I can show y'all some love. And then what do? They look like the same old Hawks. So I tried.
I think they in the middle of the pack type of team. They're not quite there to be mid range, and I don't think they're quite there to be air balls and excuses.
Bulls go. Okay. That's probably where I would put them.
Like
Once
all
Trey gets back, we'll see.
all the other Atlantic teams not named the Braves.
Right.
Bulls gold.
Yeah. The
I can
Bucks.
say that I live here.
Mm-hmm. What do we have? Giannis's Bucks team.
It was Giannis and everybody else. Miles Turner,
Bulls gold.
cardio Kuz.
Kuzma had a game like last week or something where I think he showed a bit of a pulse. I've said for Kuzma, can he be a 15-8 guy? If he were 15-8, I feel like Giannis would love him. I feel like he'll probably be more of a 12-6 kind of guy.
If his point differential wasn't as bad as it is when he's on the court, he'd probably be a little bit more tolerable too.
Free Giannis.
Giannis don't want to be free.
It would be a little weird if he, wanted out and they go out and sign every brother that they can. I think he has another brother. I don't know where he is, but if he ends up in Milwaukee some point this year, just give Giannis a lifetime contract at that point.
He played for the Lakers. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, is that Costas or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe they'll deal for him.
Why do I remember that? The Lakers need to stop making bad decisions.
Oh, so we mid-range with them. I do think because of the state of the East, I think Giannis alone would probably be enough to get them top 6. Probably.
Giannis is mid-range. The rest of them, and word to Miles Turner, you have done nothing but spat on the Pacers and those fans and that organization since you left. So why in the hell are you crying about them booing you when you return? Did you expect a cookie?
He probably expected a tribute video.
You should have kept your mouth shut then, dummy.
Mm-hmm. Topper says Lakers should have never let LeBron tear up their young core. That's
also that young core that was there before LeBron was terrible.
That was what the Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma core, I guess. Yeah.
And we didn't have something that could develop him.
I was a big Brandon Ingram guy. I just don't know what's going on with him. Kuzma.
I had the D'Angelo experience twice. I don't know why the Mavericks thought that they signing up for that willingly was going to be anything productive or worthwhile.
Ingram and Kuzma were ballers.
And Kuzma was known for more than what he wore off the court. Being consistent. And being soft.
But I think even with that core, it was like, I guess they expected Ingram to be the one. I guess Lonzo like his running mate, and Kuzma was supposed to be like the third guy. I feel like that's a role that fits Kuzma.
Kuz was good when I don't care nobody say Kuz. That core was good when it was with the Lakers. It was LeBron that wanted to tip him out. Once Lonzo fixed his shot, because that shot was ugly. Once Lonzo fixed his shot, they all that matter of fact, that whole team, Josh Hart, Lonzo, Ingram, and Kuz, that was a
Randall
core right there.
Isn't that Randall?
Randall too. No, was Randall there?
I think Randall was a part of that group.
So we're just gonna reminisce in bad decisions that the Lakers made.
Now
You can
I will give you. No, I'll give you that Randall is not this Randall. So that I'm not. Yeah, the one guy. The only one I'm saying
Constantly looking
Brandon.
at
I
one.
thought Brandon
I see
Ingram
LeBron
was
James Jr. on my roster every day,
true.
and Gabe Vincent clown ass.
The Lakers need to stop getting Heat players because remember they did this with Kendrick Nunn, who was there for like 2 years and played 2 minutes. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where he is now, but yeah.
On the couch, and we're not going to blame Glorilla for Ingram because Ingram's been slipping before then.
Mhm.
That slide happened before then. We can tell Clay is distracted.
very distracted.
Yes.
He worried about catfish and spaghetti. Ain't worried about no damn basketball.
Um, all right. So Jory said Giannis is mid range. The rest is fool's gold. Key, where do you have the Bucks?
Fool's gold.
Okay. Okay. If they can hang around the top six. All right, we got 9 teams left. Let's get through these. The Pacers have looked horrible without Halliburton, without Turner.
But because they're without Halliburton, I am willing to say air balls and excuses. Even though it is an excuse, that's why they're there.
It is an excuse, yes. Because obviously Halliburton was there, they would look a lot better.
Yeah.
That's clear. The Pistons, the feisty Pistons.
Mid range. I love watching them play.
I think this could be a special year in Detroit. I'm kind of rooting for them. What's up, Carl?
I don't want to put them in mid range. They're not there. I mean, they are moving up. I'll give you that. They went from tank to not making excuses. They might be fool's gold. They may be right in the middle. They're not. They're not excuses and air balls no more. But they're not mid range worthy.
Okay. I think when I said Detroit, my mind went mid range because I think they learned a lot from last year. At least that's the hope with their playoff run and them coming up short against the Knicks, even though I would argue they probably were the better team between the two. They just didn't know how to finish games against the Knicks, and that's why they lost that series. I think another year older and wiser and Cade Cunningham, I think they have a lot of talent on that team. They have Asar Thompson, who may not be Amin Thompson, but he's still pretty good. So I would go mid-range for the Pistons. I like what they're doing. The Cavs.
Fool's gold. Nothing else needs to be said about that damn team. Fool's gold. Injured or healthy. Fool's gold.
I mean, my thing with Cleveland, playoffs, they're fool's gold to me because I still think Donovan Mitchell-led teams aren't built to win in the postseason.
They're not.
Topper says Cavs are frauds. Yeah. And now I guess they're dealing with the Garland injury, but I'm not necessarily the biggest Garland guy either, so I don't know how much of this he'd be fixing right now.
Gold when he was healthy. They're fool's gold now.
I mean, I like Evan Mobley, but even he might have fallen too much in love with the perimeter game now. Like for me, the Cavs are going to be mid-range at best, but they have some glaring issues on that team.
Yeah, I go mid range.
Number 1 seed last year to get bounced in the second round. I think it was like the second year that they got bounced too.
It's because they don't have LeBron. Come take him back.
I mean, I don't know what LeBron fixed there now, but LeBron and his sciatica, or as Ocho calls it, cicada. I still think
Cicada. Y'all ever heard it? Y'all ever get the cicadas? Huh? The cicadas. That's a bug, Ocho.
poor Joe was just like, "What is this fool talking about?"
Ocho is dumb. And he's not one of those dumb people that's gonna piss you off. He's a funny dumb person.
Yes.
He's a funny airhead.
Mhm. The Bulls, they're the darling of the early season. We buying in? I mean, I'm not gonna go overboard. They're not banner.
And they
Could
sure
they
as hell
sustain
ain't
this and be
fucking
mid range, or are they fool's gold?
Go fools, go.
Yeah, I think they'll meet their kind of mediocrity soon and come back to the pack. I agree. I would go fool's gold.
They gonna end up lower than that.
They might, but Giddy is playing well. I
He
agree.
is playing well, but
Giddy
when
is
are they
playing
gonna
well.
go on that stretch when they're playing well and then lose, then go on a losing streak? Because you've seen it done before.
Mm-hmm.
When they start
Yep.
playing great teams that know how to put a game together.
Mm-hmm. Toronto Raptors.
Oh man. What is this? Brandon? So it's Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, and RJ Barrett.
And Emmanuel Quickly.
And Quigley.
That's another name that's kind of lost its shine
Yeah.
after New York.
They got a lot of people that do the same crap.
That's been their problem for probably since Kawhi left.
Don't they got Jacob Patel? And he over there, or did he go somewhere else?
That guy is in trade rumors like every day. Like every fan base is like, go get Jakob Pertl. I'm like,
Wait, say his name again.
Jakob Pertl. It's
Jakob
not
Pertl.
spelled that way, but
It's
that's
not
how
right.
you pronounce it.
Pertl?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Poeltl is Pertl somehow.
He must be from one of them Nordish people. He got Nordish something. It's in his last name.
Yes. I can't
That's
remember
just like Christian Brown. I mean Christian Brown, and his name is and it's spelled Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but German. I can tell that's German right there.
Mm-hmm. Kerm is clamoring for us to move Portland up.
I think not.
We'll take it into consideration at the end, Kerm. I probably wouldn't move my views, but the Raptors, I'm willing to put air balls and excuses.
Who?
The Raptors.
Yeah.
All right, Key, your Sixers.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Who's gold?
They're like the Bucks.
Banner worthy.
You sit Embiid down, they're mid range. You put Embiid on the court, they're fool's gold.
Fool's gold.
Okay.
Because they're gonna put Embiid on the court.
Yes. And then wait till PG's ready. You gotta
God.
deal with that.
They better look when PG come. I'm just saying when PG come back, you better know how to run.
Look, when they played the Celtics the other day, I was like, those Embiid minutes, that's when the Celtics kept making their run. Embiid is not moving laterally. So you put him in pick and roll.
He's picking no roll. He picks and stays at the top of the key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fool's gold I would agree with. All right, last three. The Knicks. ESPN's favorite team.
Go ahead and put them up there.
Up where?
Banner.
Yeah.
Y'all too kind. I'm gonna put a mid range.
I knew you were finna go there.
I mean, we can, I guess. I feel like every year they're probably talked about, and then something's gonna happen in the postseason.
I already know it's coming. They're the NBA Cowboys. I already know it's coming. So go ahead and put them up there.
I mean, hey, that's fine. I'll just look. If you're a Knicks fan and you're watching, don't get comfortable with that. They will be moving down. I can
And
guarantee
know
that.
that actually hurt his soul to put them up there.
It did. Uh, if the Knicks ever won a title, y'all might not see me on here for like 2 weeks. I couldn't do it. I could not live in a world where Knicks fans are celebrating. At least I know the Yankees screwed up in the end anyway. I can live for that. Knicks kind of, I don't agree with that, but they should. I'll say they should. This is the year the Knicks should come out of the East. Will they? No.
Yeah, but when you got Karl Anthony Towns saying that he don't know his role on offense like a dumbass.
Which I mean, his role is literally the same. He still shoots threes. All Mike Brown's doing is trying to get them to play faster. That's all Mike Brown's trying to do with them.
He don't need to be on the floor. Then that's the same thing with the Sixers.
Yeah.
They trying to play up tempo and fast because that's what this league is now. The young guys, they're moving, they're passing in transition, it's up tempo now. So these old lanky big guys gotta get moving. And it's gonna be hard for them to move in the up tempo offense, and they just in the way.
I actually I didn't think the pace thing was going to catch on, but it is league wide. You turn on any game, teams are just looking to run up and down. I find it enjoyable to watch. I'm surprised. All right. Brooklyn Nets. Michael Porter Jr.'s own Brooklyn Nets.
Tank.
One day I'll watch a Nets game. Let's see what old Mikey Porter's doing.
I mean, I like Cam Thomas. I like the Nicholas Claxton. Now, Nicholas Claxton, like Mo said on the morning show the other day, would fit great without the Sixers without a Joel. I'll trade that in a second. Send Joel to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I would take Claxton with dope. Yep.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. is doing nothing in Brooklyn but infecting his teammates with sheer and utter stupidity.
I mean,
Red Pill airhead.
Yeah, Raptors just beat the Hawks. There you go.
See?
They don't have Trey, I don't know. Hawks are. I'm going to go back and delete the audio where I said they're going to win 50 games. That's going to hang over my head this whole season.
Stick to it.
Huh?
You got to stick to it.
I'm going to, but I'm already prepared for my bad speech at the end of the season.
Watch them win 49.
That would be the Atlanta thing to do.
Win 49.
And win 49. Okay, I'll give them that. Last team we have, the Celtics.
I'm going to let you take the lead on that, Kyle.
Okay. I would put them currently constituted fool's gold. I think Jaylen Brown playing out of his mind. Josh Minot is my guy.
And out of his hair.
I still don't even get that because it's not like he doesn't have like Kevin Durant hair. Like if he was Kevin Durant, I'd be like,
we're gonna talk about that in the final burn.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know.
Dude,
I think his barber's screwing him. I think his barber's doing it to him. But
get some setting spray.
There.
Get some setting spray. That's what he needs. Literally, it's not that hard. He's had girlfriends. He knows what setting spray is.
I tell you, the barber's setting him up to fail. Because I keep seeing it, the little black mark on the thing, and then I'm looking at his hair because I'm like, I'm expecting to see some Trae Young hair up there, and it looked like his hair is okay. So what's this dark crap for? KD is absolutely the biggest troll.
I'm glad he told T what he told T.
All right. So those are the teams. Do we want to move anybody? Kerms keeps screaming about the Blazers. We already moved up the Lakers and the Spurs. We only have 3 banner teams, which I think for the NBA feels about right. Some teams will probably move up there over the course of the season, obviously. But for right now, sure. Even though I did not want the Knicks up there, but they're there.
The Knicks would have their own special category if it was up to you.
They absolutely would. Banishment.
See?
As air balls
Fourth
and
tier,
excuses.
air balls and excuses. Yeah. They're not bad enough for tanking. They're not. Oh, let's have some issues to work through. I feel like Kerm's about to come back with this Portland thing. Mavs belong there. Yeah, we have the Mavs there.
Hmm.
I guess until
Pretty
Cooper
good for
Flag
the
gets it
initial
figured
one.
out. Hmm?
I think it's pretty solid for the initial one.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
I will,
SGA gonna flop his way to the
now, what I will say is I will make a concerted effort to watch more of Portland. The
I will
main
too,
difference is
because
because I
Kerm
believe
is riding hard for them, and I got to
right,
see what he's. Yeah. What's up,
right.
Sergeant?
The main difference is the time difference. I don't be wanting to.
I
I
don't like how they do the games now on the West Coast. Who is staying up at 11 o'clock?
I mean, I would, but not to watch the Blazers.
Yeah, they don't
exactly.
even got. I don't even think they got them on prime time like that on slate. So you gotta have, NBA TV or something to watch a Portland game.
I will catch up on my Portland highlights.
Yes. So, Kerm, we're not gonna. We'll probably touch this in a couple of weeks, but by next week, I will watch some Blazers basketball, and we'll see how I feel about them. All right. So I'll post this on the Wire page as well as in our Discord, which I do have the link in the chat. It should be like the first comment. So if you haven't joined, you can do so to get more from us when we're not live here on the network. All right. So we got that. Let's go ahead. Let me take this down. All right. Let's get into. So if you thought one tier list was fun, we got another one for you.
You got
The
one from last
NFL
year?
version. So this is the mid-season one. And I know we did the last one a few weeks ago. We've had a lot of movement. And I guess we won't necessarily have to spend as much time with this one. Like the NBA one, we were doing real time. So we'll start in the dungeon because you got to work your way up. New to the dungeon. And look, speedy recovery, Jaden Daniels, but the Commanders are now down there. They have Marcus Mariota, sure. But it just hasn't been their season. They did get some good news that Jaden Daniels doesn't have any ligament damage and doesn't need surgery. That is the best news if you're a Commanders fan. Which, Anthony, sorry, but we got him in the dungeon. The Bengals, it was fun while it lasted. That defense has frustrated us enough to put them in the dungeon.
Cause bro, once you lose a game where your offense scores 14 points in 90 something seconds and you give your stupid ass can't tackle. All we're doing is shoulder thumping and hitting. Wrap the hell up and tackle. Get the man down. That's all they had to do.
Tapa, I knew this comment was coming. Because Tapa from Sideline to Sideline, he was talking about the indie coverage and how everybody's all on them. Which I will say, I watched Colin Cowherd. He loves him some indie.
Why
To the
I
point
hate
where
so
I'm just like,
realism for me.
and they have a big loss. DeForest Buckner is going to be out for a while. Like that's big for that defense. They did get Sauce Gardner, whatever. We'll see how that see how he fits with the defense, but we still will have the question because we saw it last week with the Steelers. Whatever, when you stop Jonathan Taylor, you get Giants Daniel Jones. So if more teams stop Jonathan Taylor until Daniel Jones shows that he can do it on his own, I mean, but we did move them up to the Dub Club. I mean, they're 7-2. We're just giving them that for now. Once again,
Just know that I
this is
hated
food as
that.
well.
I really hated that.
Mm-hmm.
It killed my insides. I felt my stomach lighting itself on fire, trying to self-destruct, putting the stupid ass Colts, the jabroni ponies, up there.
Not the jabroni ponies.
Sage says, don't know why y'all keep teasing me, seeing my Hawks on the list. Just wrong, just wrong.
They deserve it.
Here on Passionate Precision, we like what the Seahawks are doing. Now Darnold's gonna have to play a full season, but for right now, we'll give them that. Like the Shaheed edition to go with JSN. So yes.
And Arroyo, they tight end is
Mhm.
he's still a rookie, but
Yeah,
he can play too.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. New to the flip flop flock. I had to say it slowly. If I went too fast, I don't know. We moved the Ravens up, which took a lot of effort. We
It
moved.
It
Actually, that
did.
was it. That's the only new team to that category. And I know Vegas loves them. Sports ESPN loves them. I need to see some consistency first.
Stop. They're beating teams that have fundamental issues. When they were playing teams that are complete teams that know how to finish a damn game, they got their teeth kicked in.
That's a fair comment,
And
Tom.
it was ping pong, and it was ping pong's fault
Mm-hmm.
and Papa Shot's fault, big fraud.
That one's hilarious. Like Miami's doing that now. Okay. Now it is telling that we do have Baltimore on the same tier with Pittsburgh. So, like we're letting you know that because of Pittsburgh, they're probably going to allow Baltimore to win that division. Well, I mean, that's just how it's trending. New to the chain movers, Patriots, Panthers, and the Niners have moved up to chain movers. Unfortunately, Tapa, every day I go more and more to that side.
To what?
That Baltimore's going to win that division. Thanks a lot, Cincinnati, with your defense and just Pittsburgh in general. Yeah, Patriots, Panthers, Niners moved up to chain movers, and some might look at the Panthers one as maybe a surprise, but they did just knock off the Packers, who weren't they number one in the NFC at that point? So, gotta give them something. Gotta give them credit for that.
They're a scrappy little squad.
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to move the Panthers up.
Tapa agrees. Yeah.
They could be 6-4 this weekend.
They have the Saints and the Falcons next.
Which are very winnable.
They could be 7-4 because the Panthers already beat them with 30-0. I know it's hard to beat a team twice, but hey,
man, let me tell you something. If the Falcons get swept by the Panthers, Morris needs to be fired.
Mm-hmm.
Pink slip
the next day.
Yeah.
I never thought we could be looking at an 8-4 Panthers by week 12.
I
gave the Panthers a ceiling of 7 games. They could go over that. Is it possible? Could the Panthers? Well, I'm not going to. I mean, could we see them in a wild card?
Yes.
It'll depend on the West.
The NFC West is so strong.
Yeah.
Right now. The NFC West, we're gonna have the same issue like we had with the NFC North last year.
Mm-hmm. Broncos being carried by their defense, yes. Which is why the Broncos are 8-2, but we're not putting them in the Dub Club. That offense is not it
at all.
Yeah, Sean Payton better figure that out because that's his side of the ball.
No, I hope his smug ass don't figure it out.
I mean, he is. Man. That's just who he is.
Talking about he wasn't targeting Russ. Yes, the hell he was.
Yeah.
You liar. And that ain't the first time you done lied to the public thinking that we stupid.
Mm-hmm. So Tapa did ask, why do we have Indy over the Bucks? I think what's holding back from putting the Bucks up there, the injuries.
The injuries.
And I think the Bucks are a really good team. I'm Team Baker Mayfield all the way. And I root for, well, not this week, of course, but I root for the Bucks to do well. But Down Evans, Godwin, and Irving still aren't back because they're out this week as well. The emergence of Ibuka, definitely big for that team. That's the only thing holding them back. Sean Payton misses Drew Brees. I know what the problem is. Well, Drew Brees is not walking through that door. All right, then finally the Dub Club. New members to the Dub Club, the Rams and the Eagles.
Well, welcome back, Philadelphia.
Yes, Philly started there, dropped down, they're back there, and the Rams new to the Dub Club to join Colts, Lions, Chiefs, Bills, Seahawks. That's not a mistake, Sijin. We do have your Seahawks. Gonna be a good game. Bucks versus Colts and Eagles versus Packers.
I want the Bucks.
The Bucks play the Pats.
Yeah. Colts play. Who do the Colts play?
You know, the Bills are in the Dub Club, and they're not winning their division right now.
They're on shaky ground.
Because I like my impulse really wants to switch those two.
That's fair. I mean, I would
They
keep them
because they're winning right now, and they figured out how to use their receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once he starts doing that dumb shit again, he's gonna get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And look, Patriots Bills meeting like week 15. That game before the season, you probably wouldn't have thought would have meant anything. The way that that's going right now, it's going to mean a whole lot. And that game will be in New England. So those are the mid-season tiers. We'll obviously revisit these in a few weeks. We'll probably do one before the playoffs for sure. But we'll probably do one and then do one right before the playoffs to kind of, set everything at the end of the regular season. All right, let's keep it going with bird's eye view. All right, Key.
All righty, then we got the bird's eye view. Howie Roseman was cooking on a deadline, a trading deadline, knowing his team needed players, and he went out and did what Howie does. He calls, they see the 215, and people answer, and he says, "Hey, buddy, you want to trade? Sure. Who do you want to trade for?" And then Howie proceeds to do what he does. Mm-hmm. So we get Jair Alexander from the Baltimore Ravens, who's been a healthy scratch. We get Michael Carter, another corner who we desperately needed because we all know Adoree, I can't cover Jackson, and Kelly Cement Toes Ringo ain't it with that cornerback spot. The second CV is not their job. So he went out and got the guys that's needed. We needed an edge. So what happens? Brandon Graham comes back, and we go get Jalen Phillips from Miami. Jalen Phillips was so ecstatic to get out of Miami. He said this is the best thing that ever happened in his life. and he is back with Vic Fangio. So I love the trade, and plus we get all our people back from the bye. So N'Kobe Dean is back. That gave us some depth. A lot of the depth players are coming back off of injury. AJ's back. Nolan Smith is back. So should be interesting. Should be interesting moving forward. So that Monday night game, Green Bay, all I gotta do is say watch out. The next 5 games is going to be interesting. So I know we have. Hold on, gotta pull it up. So I couldn't. Of course, my memory couldn't let me allow me to remember it offhand.
I will
Mm-hmm.
say the fact that Jalen Phillips decided the first thing he did when he got in Philadelphia was say, "This is the best thing in my life." Oh my God.
Yeah.
What is going on in Miami? He didn't burp or nothing.
Nope.
So it's the Packers, Lions, Cowboys, Bears, Chargers. So that's
Okay.
kind of the next 5 games. So the Packers and the Lions are definitely going to be interesting. We got the rest of the North because we already played Minnesota, and then we got the Chargers, which is I'm not saying they're not a bad team in the West, and then it's the Raiders, Commanders. We play the Bills again, and then the Commanders again. So
They're going to be able to get Herbert on the ground.
yeah, the next couple of games should be interesting. Should be the test, but I mean, again, I like the trade with how we did. The next couple games are going to be interesting. The keys to this Monday night game, of course, win the line of scrimmage. We getting all our guys back. I feel like we can pressure Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep him. I mean, he's not really a mobile quarterback, but he will run out the pocket if need be. Just make sure disturb his rhythm. Get his rhythm shook. He's going to fold. Get him to make turnovers. I feel like we can get through that offensive lines. We got to stop Josh Jacobs, who is no slouch. Josh Jacobs is that guy at the running back spot. I know Green Bay is missing Tucker Craft, so they got to deal with Luke Musgrave, but they do have good receivers, and Christian Watson's back when he's healthy, he's good. Who else they got? Golden got to get going. I think that's Green Bay fault and for not utilizing Matthew Golden more. So everybody looking at his stats like, what's going on? He
Mm-hmm.
he can't throw himself the ball.
True.
And then get a rhythm. Jalen needs to get a rhythm going. Still continue to play mistake free football. Take what the defense gives him. If he can't throw, he's going to tuck in and run. Um, he's going to Saquon out in the flat. Saquon is a good catching running back.
Mm-hmm.
Just know his reads, play smart, turnover free football, get Jalen in the rhythm. It's going to be hard to stop him. And then start out fast. Start out fast. The last game was the Giants game was the first game. It was complete from all four, 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. It was complete balanced football. We need
Mm-hmm.
to see that every week. So start off fast, and then Green Bay. Sorry, Brett, but you was the team who was against the tush push. So I hope we run the tush push 99 times in that game. Just to show y'all point.
There you go. That's key with the bird's eye view. Then going to the Pats, watch him be a top 10 wide receiver. Hey, Drake May's out here making miracles. Next up, Music City Blitz.
And I'm not going to hold you.
Okay.
I'm not going to hold you. Because this season is a wash, and I finally get a break from watching bad football. Um, to the Titans fans who are just all woe is me and doom and gloom and trade Jeffrey and da 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 da. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Be quiet.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why would you want to trade
He
Jeffrey
is a
Simmons?
culture starter. Y'all have no clue on what a culture starter is. He is one of the hearts of that team. You don't trade him right now when you're going through turmoil.
Mm-hmm.
When you bring people in, he's establishing the culture. You airheads, just because it's not going well right now, and it looks like it's going to go to hell, there is positives to take away from this season. Last week, let me tell you guys a little soliloquy. Last week, I did not get that. I did not get that mad.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, these past couple of weeks, I have been on a crash out rampage week in and week out. Last week, I did not get that mad because it wasn't a blowout for once.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 7 point loss. I see improvement. The team gradually got better with Brian Callahan's stupid ass gone. And this whole drama beef shenanigans with Amy and Rabel, can we let this crap go? Let it go. Both sides need to let it go. It's not, and I'm not just talking to Titans fans. I'm talking to Patriots fans too. Sorry, Kyle, because they're starting this too.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
it go.
Sports fans love a good conspiracy.
Like, but that's my little spiel. They don't give me anything positive to talk about right now, other than the fact that we're supposed to be picking. We're gonna have a high pick,
Yeah.
and we trade our picks, so it's our pick.
Okay. So Talbot said, yeah, Titans fans one of those extra draft picks like the Jets, which if that's what they got for Quinn and Williams, they I mean would have gotten a lot more for Simmons, but I agree, you don't move them. All right.
Not
Um,
right now, when you're
right,
developing a quarterback.
right. So I'll go Foxborough Files really quickly here. Um, Big matchup for New England against the Bucks because I'm getting tired of hearing about the Patriots schedule because the 49ers had an easy schedule as well. Nobody cares, but you know, I'm pretty sure the Bills schedule is pretty easy. Nobody cares. But this is a game that the Patriots could definitely make a statement against a Bucks team that you look at the numbers there, they don't really do anything that well. Their pass offense, middle of the road, pass defense, bottom third, rush offense, bottom third, and Bucky Irving is out still. Rush defense, they're really good. So both New England and the Bucks play the run really well. Problem is, neither team runs the ball that well, so might be useless. So we'll come down to my key to the victory: the Pats O line versus Todd Bowles and his love of the blitz. Bucks have the sixth highest blitz rate. We already know you're dealing with two rookies on the left side of the line, and Morgan Moses is like 45 years old on the right side. So they're gonna have to get their communication down to call out the blitz and to protect. Injuries this week. Stevenson's out, so expect another Travion Henderson game. Kayshon Boutte is out. Hopefully that means Kyle Williams will get a shot. I do want to see what he can play, whether he can fill that role because he's supposed to be a downfield guy. And Christian Ellis is an underrated injury. He's one of their like speed linebackers, which could help in this game. But Christian Gonzalez.
He played his brother.
Hmm?
Last week he played his brother. Kevin Ellis is his brother.
Yeah. So they had that moment after the Falcons game, and he was asked about it during the week, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a cool thing." But he's out this week, and Sijin, we absolutely will. We will absolutely do that at the end of this show. He's got to work on the offensive line. Yes. Will Campbell is fine at tackle. Wilson is a little bit undersized as a left guard, but I think it's a process. So they got the left tackle. I think they'll kind of get the rest of it, hopefully next offseason. Numbers have dropped since last year. Weren't they higher in offense with Liam Cohen? Yes, they were. This year, a lot of it's been just injuries. They can't get all their guys on the field at the same time.
Because I don't think it was Liam. Because look at Jacksonville.
Well, yes. But I would argue Liam probably had a much better time with Baker than he has with Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, so we'll see what they can do against the Bucks. And obviously, you'll get my picks here in a short second. Last week, once again, pretty good week. Jory went 4-1. You're
The
only missing
damn
Cowboys,
Cowboys.
which we all missed because the Cowboys are who they are. And now Jacoby Brissett is the guy in Arizona because Kyler Murray wasn't hurt, but now is hurt because Jacoby Brissett won a game. So now Kyler Murray's got weeks to, get in that Call of Duty, hit that prestige, get them badges, all that. He'll be all over Call of Duty now. So yeah, we all missed Cowboys and Cardinals, but Jory hit on all of her other picks. So you're 28, 19, and 1. Key missed the Colts over the Steelers, which I think a lot of people were surprised by that one. Went 3-2. You're 20, 17, and 1. I missed Packers over the Panthers as well as the Cowboys over the Cardinals. 29, 19, and 1. So, and Gannon's trying to save his job. Yes. Brissett gives him some life.
I mean, they got a good young defense too.
Mm-hmm. All right, this week's picks. So you get picks with no tie-in, so you had an extra wild card game. I'll let you explain your picks.
I picked the Broncos over the Raiders, even though could they make that more of a boring Thursday night game?
That's kind of what the Broncos are at this point.
I mean, you can't fault the NFL either because that schedule is set but in the beginning, so you don't know how teams are going to be. Like the first half of the Thursday night games was cooking, and until maybe last couple games, we're like, what is this? We back to being blah Thursday again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick the Eagles over the Packers.
Okay.
But am I sure about that? No, because this is a pissed off Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Lions over Commanders.
Okay.
Chargers over the Steelers somehow. And just to say F it, and to bring those delusional, stupid, stinking purple feather brains back down to earth. Vikings over the Ravens. And that's my bonus.
Okay. I mean, hey, if JJ can find Jefferson, why not?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the Vikings Chargers game because I felt bad for Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Those are Jory's picks. All right, Key.
All right, so of course we had Denver Thursday night game. I thought maybe because it was the Raiders, they both was gonna come out swinging division game. I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my god, this game is sloppy. I mean, Raiders could have won if they didn't Raider. They had that touchdown get called back.
Mm-hmm.
Then Daniel Carlson missed the field goal. I mean, Genty finally got a touchdown, but their offensive line is horrible. Gino, poor man, got hurt, but then he's like, he good. He coming in, he's still limping. So I don't know. Denver just looked mad suspect because they couldn't do nothing on offense. Nothing.
And Denver had a couple of punts that I'm like, what the hell?
Pittsburgh's D-line about to kill Herbert.
Well, my defensive line killed Herbert. So where was that? There was that. We got him on the ground 6 times.
Yeah.
The thing about that game is that we got all the way down to the 1 yard line. You didn't score, and it was a 7-point game.
Then we got the Chargers over Pittsburgh. I think that's going to be a good game, but I still think the Chargers could inch. They wait until win. Hopefully Pittsburgh. Hopefully Jalen Ramsey don't be like the what game was that? He sold pretty much. I forget what game Pittsburgh played this year. They ended up losing because the Ramsey was getting burnt.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Eagles
That was a
over
Bengals game.
Green Bay. That's their Monday night game. I got the Pats over Tampa, and then give me the. I think is that the same thing?
Yeah, you got Panthers over the Saints.
Yeah, because I can't see that even though it's small. Yeah, so we got the Panthers. Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers over the Saints. We found out the Panthers could try to win 8 or 9 games this year. I had 7 for them, so let's see.
All right. And then my picks: Broncos over the Raiders. I explained it. I got the Chargers over the Steelers, even though I'm not confident in that. I have the Packers over the Eagles. I just think Jordan Love, Lambeau Field, I think you'll see a very good version of them. I think it's going to be a great game. I have the Patriots over the Bucks. And then I'm taking the Colts over the Falcons, even though I don't know. Like the Colts could lose that game only because now people are going to want to see, how they bounce back and everything like that. But
The
if they
good is
allow
now.
Penix to find Drake London, Colts might be in trouble. So we might get Sauce Gardner on Drake London. I'm intrigued to see that matchup.
I'm still calling him a mod until he fixes things.
True. I agree. Oh, Tapa's got some news here. Heard the Titans could interview Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame.
Absolutely the fuck not. Excuse my language. Absolutely not. I don't want the first time NFL head coach dealing with this team. That's not what this team needs. I just dealt with Brian Callahan, airheaded ass. I don't want another first year head coach right now.
I feel like Freeman would stay at Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's an interesting name. Final burn.
Oh dang, we on me already. So
Yeah, I'll let you roast my guy. I'll let you get it out of the way first.
Jaylen Brown, come front and center here, sir. I get you want to add your enhancement to your haircut. Most of the guys do at the barbershop, they ask for the enhancement. I get it. But why are you getting it when you gotta play a game? Why? Why are you getting it when you gotta play a game? It happened again. You putting your hair juice on somebody's jersey again? When are we gonna let this end? When are you gonna let it go? Just let it go if that's the case. Or don't get it on game days because you're gonna sweat. You're gonna run into people. It's gonna run. Get it on an off day. Or don't get it at all. Something. Maybe you shouldn't have cut your hair. You should have kept your braids. But that's just my gripe. I don't want to see it on people's jerseys looking like charcoal when you accidentally touch charcoal when you grilling and you gotta smear it somewhere. That's what your head is looking like on people's jersey right now. Come on, Jaylen. Come on. Not the
enhancement is glorified makeup. So all he gotta damn do is find him a really nice setting spray. I promise you it's not gonna rub off. Or you could have when you decide to grow your hair out and realize that don't get your braids that tight anymore. Because that's what messed you up. Because the braids were too tight. And that's what that does that to your hair.
I mean, you could just let it go. There's nothing wrong with being bald. Just let it go.
He's young. He's closer to my age. So they're gonna have an issue with being bald.
And then Rick Ross had a nerve to tell me something, oh yeah, we can collaborate. What? Rick Ross don't need to be talking when his headline is way back here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like when Stephen A used to talk about Derek White's hairline. I'm like, you the last one to be talking.
I can't see the Stephen A without no hair. I can't see that. Aisha Howard. If y'all don't know who Aisha Howard is, she is the baby mama to Anthony Edwards. He was taking Edwards to court She wanted child support monthly. I believe 50 or 60K she wanted a month. Anthony Edwards didn't want nothing to do with her or the baby. I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. But he asked the judge, how much would a whole 18 years of child support be? And what did the judge do? He added that crap up on his calculator and said 1 million and some change. I think it was 1.8. It was $1 million and some change.
Mm-hmm.
So she accepted it. The judge accepted it. Anthony Edwards paid up. Don't talk to me no more. So he paid it off to get all that stuff off his back. Long and behold, she is trying to take Anthony Edwards back to court. Why, y'all? She needs the money. Wait a minute. He just gave you $1 million. And the baby's only 2. You don't need nothing. She's 2. What are you spending it on? You are spending it on yourself, because at that point in time when she wanted to take him back to court, she already spent $100K. What are we doing? It came out that she put the money into her business and it flopped. So now you want to go back to court and ask this man for absolutely not, sir. Ma'am, absolutely not. We are not doing this. What? Your baby. You're supposed to take that money. If this would be, to be real, you could have took $500K and put it up. $500K to keep for now. But like I said, the baby is 2. $500K will last you depending on how you do it. She is 2. If you want to, give her, if you want to, buy her stuff, whatever she needs, it will come from that money. It's not for you. That's why I hate these bitter baby mamas who want to take the good. Well, I can't say he's a good guy. We want to take the guys to court, drain them on their bank accounts for their lifestyle. That's not what it's for. And then your kids be looking dusty because you be the first person to get your hair done, your nails done, everything else, and you send your baby out to school looking raggedy. Me as a mom, I refuse. My boy goes out every day because he is a representation of himself. I put him out there. He's a representation because he comes from me. I'd rather be holy, not a haircut, hair done, or whatever, before I let him go out and look like anything. So what does that tell you as a mom? Money hungry, and you don't care about your child. So I had to put her in the final burn because that really irks my nerves. God forbid something happens and you need money. You had $1 million, and it's gone. And that, by the way, that was a sensible picture that I found that she was covered up, because all the other pictures I seen, I was like, oh no, we can't put her up there like this.
Yeah. I mean, blow through $1 million. I know Gerber ain't got no caviar flavor, so that's kind of wild.
The truffles and the Dawn Perignon. What is she drinking?
Yeah. Must be drinking like goat's milk straight from the udder. But okay. I'll let the Jaylen Brown slander continue. I was crazy that he cut his off and Tatum rocked braids for a little bit this offseason. I don't think he still is, but
Denver's court is terrible.
Whose?
Denver's.
What color is theirs? Blue?
Salmon, coral. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. Yeah. So I'll get through my final burn real quickly. Oh, that baby drinking camel milk from Dubai. Yeah. So my final burn is a little bit off the wall. Prince Harry. You're probably thinking, what could Prince Harry have done that got my attention? It's not even a bad thing. I just found it kind of funny. So Prince Harry, during the World Series, wore a Dodger hat. And then the other day, he had to give a speech in Toronto. So people up in Toronto were getting on him about wearing the Dodger hat, which, if you remember, Canada was like British, territory and all that kind of stuff, and whatever, large population over there. So Prince Harry had to kind of apologize for wearing the Dodger hat Because the other line is his dad is like the special counsel to Canada for England. So obviously they felt like he'd be rooting for Toronto. But no, he was rocking the Dodgers hat
Your
and had to
British.
apologize for it. Oh, what'd you say?
I said America used to be a British territory.
Yes. Yeah. But I guess because his dad was a special counsel, they assumed he'd be rocking with the Blue Jays. But no, Prince Harry had that Dodgers hat. Like I said, he did have to apologize for it because they were giving him a hard time. And that is true. He's been doing a lot of apologizing recently. But yeah, so nothing too bad. I just thought it was kind of funny, so I wanted to bring it up. Dodgers dynasty loading. I mean,
Unfortunately,
99% of baseball fans don't want that to happen.
come on, Braves, do something about it.
The Braves probably are in the best position to, interrupt that. They just gotta get their guys to stay healthy for a whole season. But yeah, that was all I had. Final burn. All right, Jory.
Final burn. Here is. I already got on the whole the middle two.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the first one and the last one.
Yep.
AB. It ain't fun when the rappers got the gun. Huh. See, he was in Dubai prior to that warrant being public.
Mm-hmm.
But then he decided to make the decision to not come back after the warrant was made public. They were working with Dubai, those people over there, UAE,
Mm-hmm.
to kick you out of the country, dumbass. And the video of you shooting at that dude, you really don't have an excuse for that because you stole the gun from the officer and shot at somebody with it. You deserve every single ounce of time that you're about to get.
Mm-hmm.
Cause y'all know you finna get 20. Because they're gonna bring up his past stuff, all
Mm-hmm.
his unhinged behavior.
That's like all unhinged behavior.
This is what you call a crash dummy. And I predicted this within about 3 years ago. I said it's coming. He gonna hit rock bottom. He gonna have to crash out completely. I didn't think it was gonna end like this with an attempted murder charge, but I hope 3 hots and a cot is what he like, cause that's what he finna get.
He about to be somebody's.
Three
I mean,
hots
it
and a
was.
cot. And he's gonna get exploited because they know he got money.
I mean, telling you, AB hasn't been the same since that Burford hit. If you go back and look at his earlier interviews in Pittsburgh, he talked like a normal human being. After he got smacked, his voice changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we all knew that when his playing days were done, he would be one of those who wouldn't know how to handle himself.
And were we
That's what
right?
we're seeing.
And so do I feel bad? The only people I feel bad for are his kids. They're gonna be grown by the time he get out.
Wait, was it proved he actually did it?
It's on video.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, he done.
I saw the video of him shoot up in the damn gun at the dude.
You know, he done.
And he stole the gun from a police officer.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Chalk it up, AB.
Now the defense could say that he's mentally ill because of the CTE thing, but you can't prove that until after he died. And because look,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact of the matter is, they got victims, they got hospital bills, they got all that other stuff. They got a really strong case against him. He might want to take a plea deal. Then you got the dumbasses. I'm not problematic ass shit. I didn't know if I wanted to laugh or throw my phone every time he tweeted.
Mm.
And then you got you got Donkey acting an ass again. Draymond. Draymond. Draymond, be quiet. I feel like we've gone through this before, but stop speaking on you don't know about. You you talking about Dak is a bum. And people could when people call you a bum and minimize your part in a role, everybody comes to defend you, but you go sit here and call Dak a bum and he's a quarterback? Granted, is he a playoff quarterback? Hell no. We know that.
Right.
But you cost your team in the playoffs. Dak and the rest of his teammates cost them in the playoffs. And I don't know if you know this. If y'all lose once in the playoffs, it's not over for you. If Dallas loses once in the playoffs, it's they go home or they stay at home at that point. What are we talking about? The margin of error is significantly more slim in the NFL compared to the NBA because you can have a bad game. Didn't you get suspended a couple of games?
Mm-hmm.
And ain't that one of the reasons why you could have had 5 rings instead of 4?
Yeah.
But Dak is a bum. You do bum shit when you choke out Rudy Gobert for no reason.
I'm sorry, that still was funny. And Cat just stood there and didn't help him.
It was funny, but you do bum crap when you kick Steven Adams below the belt on purpose.
It's a bonus. Then he stomp him in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You do bum crap all the time, but nobody calls you a bum. Maybe we need to call your stupid ass a bum. Ugly. I'm like, bro, what is it that what are we missing, Draymond? Because that didn't do ish to you to deserve that personal attack. Because we could come up with an attack because you're not that cute. You look dusty and your beard is uneven, Draymond. And you're not the most offensively efficient on the floor. You stand out like a sore thumb. But is anybody pointing that out? And I'm watching the shit. Excuse my language. I'm literally watching it. But Dash is a bum.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of the matter that is that he tried to clarify. No. You are too smart to let that come out of your mouth. Too smart. But when you talk like an ass, this is what you get. And now people getting on you about it. Disrespectful for no freaking reason. And you wonder why a lot of people don't respect you. Bro, for no freaking reason. No reason. Who asked you about Dak? Who asked you? Who asked you? Hell, I don't even think his wife asked him what what he thinks about Draymond, what he thinks about that. male athletes where you just don't outwardly disrespect another man like that unless you have a reason.
Mhm.
But in the one, and that leads to another thing. Katie started this bullshit. Katie, he because he thought it was okay to go and speak whatever that scandalous ass show was called, um, and just say Dak is ass with a damn telephone, microphone, whatever the fuck, megaphone. Dak for no reason like that. Leave that man alone. And before I get out of here, I do want to say that if you were ever needing help, because I heard about Marshawn kneeling,
Mhm.
and when I saw that morning, it took me by surprise. I didn't know what had happened, and then when I read what had happened, I recognized myself. Um, please take care of your mental health. I am personally somebody who still struggles with theirs today. Some weeks I'm okay, some weeks I'm not. Some weeks I need extra help, some weeks I don't. But it is okay to get some help. Just know that it is okay to not be okay. If you are aware that you are not okay, it is okay to get some help. And that there are people that do care about you. That because I thought about it. I actually came to a point last month where I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it to 25. It's okay to not be okay. But it is not okay to just sit there and suffer in silence. And that's all I have to say about that. I'll let y'all say what y'all gotta say.
I still think we all seen the mental health in the NFL. We seen Brandon Brooks and the Eagles not play because he says I can't be out there to fight for my brothers, and me being like this, how's it going to help? We've seen
Mhm.
many players. Calvin Ridley had to step away. Lane Johnson is admitted that he had to step away some games. It's okay. I always said it should be mandatory. I don't care what sport it is, NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB. It should be mandatory for these athletes to talk to a therapist. It should be in their contract. You have to talk to a therapist at least once a month. You have to. The pressures of being an athlete, especially if you that top guy, like a Otani Worthy or a LeBron James, like a superstar in this league, when everybody looks up to you, kids, the merch sales, your performance on the court or wherever you play at is big. Especially in the college level with these kids. You're about to go to the next level. They should have something in place where you have to get their head checked. Because Marshawn went from scoring his first touchdown, blocking a punt 2 days before, and now he's gone when they find him in a porter potty with a self-inflicted wound. Shouldn't have been like that.
Mhm.
I think he lost his mom. And I already know guys is already stubborn and they don't like talking. I get that.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to suck it up
That
and
was
try
another
to
thought
try
looking
to
at his.
talk. And I
Yeah.
know grieving a parent. Trust me, I know how he feels. I know how he feels. But and y'all know he lost, especially if his mom and him is really close. The one person that always said, no matter what you did, mom's had your back. Mom told you she was proud of you, regardless what happened. So I know that killed him.
There's
Y'all
been
should
a
have. not kind of seeing the signs and trying to help them, or again, should be mandatory for these guys to talk to somebody. If they sense that somebody cares, they're going to open up.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to open up. Oh wow, somebody actually does care about me. Let me talk and get this through and see what I can do. Take under amount of pressure they are under. At the end of the day, when they take off their pads and that helmet, they take off the jersey. Guess what? They are humans, just like we are. That's it. You have to make it mandatory. It has to be in a contract somewhere. You have to talk to a therapist maybe twice a month, once a month, but you have to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like even the mandatory part could be on a team level. You know, these owners should do that for the well-being of their players, because that's their business. And you know, just seeing this story, like, it was definitely sad about your final moments being in a porta potty and thinking, like, I mean, I know he texted his family and everything like that. Like, that was the saddest part for me. And yeah, you don't know, us sitting here right now, like, we don't know what's going through these athletes' head and everything like that on a day-to-day basis. But it's like you want to ask if there was a teammate who might have seen something in him and probably could have reached out and been like, hey man, you know, let's go talk to so and so and try to help him out. But you know, they all have their lives and everything. But you would like to think we get to a point where stuff like this doesn't happen as often. And I'm not even talking on a sports level, because we see it with kids, professionals, blue collar, white collar, it don't matter. There are people who are going through stuff and they may not want to make it public because they may feel like they're a burden on people if they try to. And my whole thing is, like, you know, if you have people you might not have talked to in a little bit, a text, a call can do a lot. Like, you may make that person's day just by reaching out and saying, hey man, what's up? So it's something that needs to be taken seriously. Like I said, I would hope we got to a point where people really do, you know, try to be proactive with stuff like this, so we don't get more kneeling type stories anymore. But I mean, that's all we got for you. And I feel like ending it talking about him is the perfect way to end this episode. So, like I said, the link to the Discord at the top of the chats. You can, I guess, follow us there and get more content from us and everything. So.
You know what gets it?
Hmm?
The man was born in 2001. I was born in 2001.
Yeah.
We were
Dang,
the
I was in
same.
11th grade.
Same
24 years old. Crazy.
24.
Mm-hmm.
And just on Monday, this is how fast these things can spiral. He probably felt like he was on top of the world. Actually, he did, because he posted it.
Mm-hmm.
And then dead by Thursday. That's how fast these things spiral.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. So, like I said, we'll end it there. Fitting into it. Appreciate all of you that were in the chat. Those of you who are here from beginning to end. Definitely appreciate you coming in and out. Appreciate if you watch this after the fact. Definitely appreciate you. And you know, hopefully you can come back next week. Be here from start to finish, because we like to have fun on here. We like to have fun with you all as well. Appreciate you, Sajan. I guess until next week, for myself, Key, and Jory, this has been Passion and Precision, and we are out of here.
Buddy Hield looks like a bug.
I can't.
I appreciate that, Tom. See you guys next week.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.